So this is a sign that your soul has fallen asleep at the wheel, and this is exactly what you do about it to wake it back up and feel lit up again. All right. So if you feel exhausted, like you want to lay down all the time, and you're looking up, what is it? Do I have adrenal fatigue? Do I have low energy? What's my problem? Why am I like this? Okay, guys, this is something that I have dealt with over at certain parts in this year, especially the last month or so. It was so heavy for me. I was like, what is going on? Okay, so I figured out what was going on, and it was, holy cow, a life-changing revelation for me. And the interesting thing was, during this period, my guidance felt very muddy, very wishy-washy. And I'm like, what's going on? Where's my guidance? What's happening? Why isn't my guidance showing up for me? Okay. And honestly, this is a sign that you're more intuitive than you realize, which I know sounds like totally backwards. What? Your guidance feels muddy? You feel tired? This means you're more intuitive than you realize? Oh my gosh, it does. Okay. So what is going on? If you are having trouble going to sleep at night because you're wondering, what am I supposed to do next in my life? What are my next steps? What should I do? And you just have no clue. What's going on is the answer's already presented itself to you. Your soul has already brought it forward, because whenever we want to know something so desperately, it is shown to us. But we rejected it. Our persona, our ego said, that is not a match for who I am. That is somebody completely different from me. So I must reject this. And I'm looking for option B. Please, guidance, send me option B. And guidance is like, no, this is where you're going. And if you reject that as just out of hand, no, that's not me, absolutely not. What's going to happen is you're going to start just feeling exhausted all the time, because your soul is checking out. Your soul is saying, well, if you're not interested in doing this, then you don't need to be lit up by me right now. And so I'm here when you're ready to do the thing. So you have to literally go and look at, okay, what were the big dreams that I had over the last few months, or over the last year, or even 10 or 20 or 30 years ago? What did I used to dream of being or doing or experiencing? Or what did I think of that I just said, that's not me, that's too big for me, or I couldn't do that because I have all these preconceived notions of this. And do it. Just do it. Now, I can say that to you with a straight face, just do it. Because guys, I do this. What I teach, what I channel through, what I teach, first of all, is all just a divine channel from God's source I am. I literally receive the guidance, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to teach it. And then I do my best to implement it for myself as quickly as possible. Okay. So today, here I am changing all of my profiles to intuitive business coach, because I was so stuck on, well, I love energy. Energy is everything to me. This has changed my life. I was so stuck on that. I didn't catch the cues, even though I have run business masterminds twice in the last year, even though that really lit me up and I was getting clear indications to completely move into that. I said, oh no, I can't, because of all these reasons. And so the universe literally made it so that that's my only option. And it took me a while to say, okay. But as soon as I clearly understood this, that this was the cause of me feeling exhausted, is that I was not listening to my soul, and my soul took that spark away because I didn't need it, because I wasn't doing what I was here to do. So I don't need that divine spark. Once I understood this, it was easy to make the decision, oh, I'll just do it. Now, I also have 3 years behind me in the online space of, I know how to make things happen quickly. So I'm able to do it within in a matter of an hour. Now, if you are just starting out in whatever it is your soul is calling you towards, it might take longer, and that's fine. We have these ideas. Most of us have been programmed with the limiting beliefs that if we can't do something immediately, or if we can't get results immediately, there's no point in doing it. And this is actually not true at all. If we start making little changes on a daily basis, we will get somewhere much, much quicker than if we try to do it all at once, right? So I am now an intuitive business coach. What exactly that means as far as what I'm going to do with it, I don't know. And it doesn't really matter because it's not up to me as Erin to know any of that or to figure it out. It's simply my job to show up every day and channel through what wants to come through. And so I'm really excited about that journey. But I also just really want you to know, guys, that there's something that you're here for. And it might not be the same thing that you were here for a year ago or 5 years ago or 20 years ago. And we have this idea because, again, programmed into us when we're younger, that when you're an adult, you do the one thing that you study to do or that you plan to do, and you just show up and you do it because that's what responsible adults do. And that's the perfect recipe to silence our soul and feel miserable the rest of our lives. So if we can let go of this idea of, well, I studied this, so this is what I do now. And instead ask, what am I passionate about? What lights me up? What makes me excited to show up and do something? Then all of the sudden we start aligning with the frequency of our soul instead of the frequency of, like, the word that really wants to come through is decay, because that's what it is. When we are not in soul alignment, we are beginning the process of decay. And there's so much programming in this world to tell us that decay is the right path, but it's not. Anyway, the last thing I want to say is I'm doing pre-sale pricing for the best year ever, which it's not a business program. It's a program in the beginning of January 2023. I do not have any details about it yet. So this is a beautiful opportunity. If you trust the call of your soul and you're feeling a yes, 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 come join me. The price is going to go up when I share details. So right now it's $222. And essentially, without sharing any details, this is going to be taking the lessons from 2022, the things that you wanted to happen that didn't work. We're going to essentially show you how to make that work in 2023 and make 2023 literally the best year of your life, the year when your dreams come true, the year when you do the things that you have been thinking of but saying, I can't because of this, or it won't work because of this, or I would love to, but if this problem wasn't in my life, I could do it, but I can't because it is. We're gonna release all of that and literally call in this amazing, aligned year that lights your soul on fire. So I'm so excited about that. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.